Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're talking about garlic, and I have a list of some cooking and serving ideas and tips for you for when you're using garlic. Now, we know that fresh garlic can be roasted and sauteed, and you can add it to just about any food you want to. Use it on top of pizzas and just add it all over the place. It can also be used to flavor oil. It can be pickled. And it's usually added to flavor other foods rather than eaten alone. And so here are some tips on how to help you with that. If you want to roast a whole bulb of garlic, there's more than one way to do this. I've got a couple listed here. One, you could lightly grease a casserole dish with just a little bit of olive oil. Add the clean bulbs that you want to that greased up dish, and bake them at 350 Fahrenheit until the bulbs are soft. This might take about 45 minutes or so. It's going to depend upon the size of the bulbs. Then when you take it out of the oven, you allow it to cool a little bit so that you can handle it. And then cut the tips off the bulbs and the cloves and squeeze that out so you can just squeeze out the soft flesh of the roasted garlic. If need be, you can actually freeze that pulp in an airtight freezer container. Now, there's a high oil content in garlic, and that high oil content means that it will not freeze real hard. You should be able to just scoop out the clove contents, whatever amount you want, with a spoon as needed, even though it's frozen, because it won't be rock hard. And then if you want to keep it in the refrigerator, the roasted garlic will keep for about a week or so. Otherwise, stick it in the freezer and it'll hold for you until you need it. Another way to roast garlic is to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Slice the top off the bulb of the garlic and place the bulb in a piece of aluminum foil. You want to lightly drizzle it with a little bit of oil and wrap it with the foil. Place the bulb that's all wrapped up on a baking sheet and roast it until the bulbs are lightly brown and tender. About 30 minutes to an hour. It depends on the size of the bulb. But when it's nice and tender, then you'll know that they're done. And then again, you allow them to cool off, and then you can squeeze that bulb, and the contents that are roasted, the soft cloves, will come on out for you. If you want to roast just a few garlic cloves and not the entire thing, there's no need to get your oven hot over that little bit of food. It's kind of a waste of electricity to do that. So you can use a heavy skillet over medium heat. Just heat it up for a few minutes, and then remove the garlic cloves from the bulb, but leave the skins on intact, okay? Then you want to add them to the hot skillet and allow them to roast for 7 or 8 minutes or so. And you want to turn those cloves every 2 minutes or so because you don't want them to burn. And the garlic cloves should turn like a golden brown, and they might be a little bit charred in some areas, but you want to be careful not to allow them to burn because they'll be bitter if they burn. Remove them from the pan when they're golden brown and allow them to cool before you're using. The skins should be very easy to remove at that point. And as I've already mentioned, you've got to be careful when you're dealing with garlic because it can burn very easily, and once it does that, it's quite bitter. So to keep garlic from burning, especially when you're sauteing, and let's say you're sauteing some onions and some vegetables of other sorts, and you want to put some garlic in there, wait till the others are almost done and then add your garlic in there, because the garlic won't take very long to saute, not as long as your onions and other vegetables. So add it toward the end, and that will help to keep the garlic from burning. Now, if your saute process is going to be very short, you can add the garlic at the beginning. You just want to remember not to saute them too long so they don't burn, because you don't want bitter garlic. Ooh, not very good. I do hope this helps. Take care and bye for now.